Tip number one for solo queues is going to be always buy a self revive at the buy station, especially in big map. The rotations, you're going to get shot by a sniper. It's inevitable. So you need to make sure you're buying a self revive any chance you get. You want to prioritize this over everything else. The self revive is key. Tip number two is going to go back to the buy station. And one of the things about solos is you're going to buy another gulag token because you've won your gulag. You don't have gulag anymore. You're going to need a backup. Like if your self has worked, you use your self, then you die, your game is still not over if you've bought a gulag token. It's only 4,000 at the buy station. So you're going to want to go back and buy a gulag token. Tip number three for solos is going to be where you land to regain. Now, if you're on Rebirth Island, underneath the ammo depot, across from Industries, down the ways from Bio, there's that underwater bunker. You can land there, there's loot there. There's gonna be a bunch of different crates. Just make sure you're going back, getting your air, swimming back over, back and forth, take your time, but it's a great spot to regain. I believe there is 6 crates down there at all times. Tip number four is going to be the ID badge. Now you're playing solos and this will give you an advanced UAV in the first 30 seconds of the game. So it's very simple. You're going to land at the bottom of factory. You're going to go to the level 2 up the stairs. There's going to be a red crate behind the gate. Now you're going to shoot that red crate. It's collapsible. The ID badge will pop out. You're going to grab the ID badge and then you're going to back out and run down the lane to your right, all the way down where the security office is that you know you've tried to open and you're like, well, how do I open this? This is how you're going to open it. When you're in solos, an advanced UAV will be super helpful. Use the ID badge, you get into the room, you got your advanced UAV, and that's going to take you about 30 seconds. Hey guys, it's come to my attention that some of you have not hit that subscribe button yet or turn notifications on. I come out with 3 videos a week to help the community get more kills and get more wins. So let's go ahead, turn that on right now. And by the way, our Discord community is open. I'll put the link in the description below. You can click on it, join the Discord. You can play with other birds, you can hang out, you can do community chat. It is open and good to go. And huge news with Verdansk coming on April 3rd. We are 3 weeks away. We're gonna have a 12-hour live stream with giveaways, sponsors. It's gonna be a fun day. If you have time, then come on by. All right, let's get back into these tips for solos. Coming in at number 5 for playing solos on Area 99 is going to be the secret passageways. There is multiple. So these are the little vent crates that you can punch out. There's some on test site, there's some on manufacturing, there's some in mannequin, where you can outsmart your enemies and they're not going to know that that's even there, especially in solos where you know you're not going to have to go against 1v4, you're going to go against 1v1 and you got the drop on them. Number 6 is especially in solos. It will apply to any other game mode that you're playing, but that is do not jump through the window if you are chasing somebody. That animation will kill you because it's a hesitation and you cannot pull your gun out. So if you're running through and they're waiting for you, they're going to kill you and you will lose that gunfight 9 times out of 10, and that is 90%. Tip number 7 is the key card at factory. So that is right, there is a key card at the building right next to factory at the bottom bookshelf. So you want to grab that key card, you're going to take an ATV or you can swim over to Stronghold and you're going to open up the safety deposit box and you're going to get money and you're going to get a loadout. This is a great idea when you are in a solos match because it gets you your guns faster, gets you more money, and you know what I always say, cash is king in all modes. Number 8, we're going to go back to Rebirth Island, and when you're playing solos on Rebirth Island, you need to get a better gun than your enemy faster. So what I'm going to tell you here is you're going to want to look for the red guns that are laced out around the map. And there are a couple in the key spots. So the bottom of Bio, you're going to have a PU-21, which is a good LMG. You're also going to have an XMG right by the water entrance that we looked at earlier. There's going to be a MCW at the bottom of factory. There are guns spread out all over the map that you can land on, grab, turn on, especially when you are in solos and you want to have that better gun. Speaking of guns, we're going to go back to Area 99 and the redacted guns on the map. These are great for solos. What you can do on solos is you can land on top of reactor. You're going to get a redacted sniper, which is great. It has long range, 1 headshot capability. You want a C9, you can go over to manufacturing. It's going to be on the bottom. Then if you want an XMG, that's going to be at the bottom of mannequin. And then if you really want to do a DM10, you can get an 8 attachment DM10 in pods. You can also trade these in for good loot and money at different stations. But those guns are great to land on, especially when you're playing solos because it gives you that advantage. So now you have solo advantage on guns on either map, Rebirth or Area 99. Number 10 is Specialist. And what I mean by that is, if you're not aware of Specialist, I know you see it in the buy station for 30 grand, but you can get it way cheaper. You can buy it through a care package, and Specialist gives you every perk in the game, which is a huge advantage, especially when you solo queue. So you go ahead, you buy a care package. Now, it will not be there every single time, but you know what? 70% of the time, it's there every time. That's right. Speaking of time and being fast in solos, number 11 is doing the right contracts to get you money, because money keeps you surviving and money keeps you win. So the spy drone contract on Rebirth, if that's where you're playing, or Area 99, is the contract you want to do. You don't want to draw attention to yourself with a king contract. Yes, bounty will give you money, but this contract will give you money in 15 seconds, and it will give you a UAV, it'll give you a portable zipline, it'll give you a ton of plates, and it takes 15 seconds to do. So when you're solo queuing, this is the contract for you. Number 12, and we're gonna get in the submarine. We're gonna have a ton of stuff at the back of Rebirth, especially if you're solo queuing. You're gonna have a UAV once you land and clear out the first part of the sub. The back of the sub will have the UAV, it'll have guns, sometimes it'll have your favorite loadout. The UAV is there about 7 out of 10 matches, but if you're playing solo, then you're gonna wanna pick up that UAV, understand where people are on the map, and rotate as much as possible. Rounding out at number 13 is how you travel on big map. You don't wanna be running around and walking around on big map. You want to go as fast and far as possible, so your redeploy zips are going to be key here. You're going to want to open yourself up to getting sniped and getting taken out easily on big map when you're rotating. So if you're rotating, I highly recommend getting the redeploy zips. You can buy them at the buy station, or you can take the ones that are positioned around the map, and you will get around the map and getting in zone that much quicker. And hey guys, if you want more videos from me, go ahead, click or touch the screen now and watch this video about the 17 tips that beginners always make. All right guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.